Good afternoon. We are 15 minutes late, and that is because Tyler has disappeared. So I brought back my old co-host by coaxing him with food and soda. We got Nate back this week for the
I'm
LAN
not late.
Party. What?
I'm not late.
Yeah, you're not late.
I wasn't even supposed to be here. I'm not late.
He came right on cue. Like, I'm like, soda, food, and he like, I'll be there in a moment. So we've got. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, Nate. It seems like every time we do one of these damn podcasts, Fallout pops up somewhere.
I was just about to say something about that too.
Yeah, the new update came out yesterday.
Wait, what?
Yeah, an update came out yesterday.
What did it add?
Survival mode.
Oh yeah, I seen something about that.
And I'm gonna try and find.
Is it like New Vegas Fallout Survival?
No, it's much more in depth.
Oh, is it?
You have to worry about like wellness and a whole bunch of other stuff. I couldn't find like an official patch note list on Steam just because it wasn't like there was like information about it, but
they're probably sitting there like, no, listen to me eat cheese.
Hey, food's food. I forget what my soda is. Uh-oh,
what?
I just want to read the news. View-related news. Here we go. Okay. Fallout 4 survival changes. So this is actually a leaked file, but Bethesda said it's accurate, it's all legitimate, so... Saving. Manual and quick saving are disabled. In order to save your game, you'll have to find a bed and sleep for at least an hour.
Jesus. I'm not playing. Forget that.
Combat is more lethal for everyone. You now deal, but also take more damage. You can increase the amount of damage you deal even further with adrenaline. See below, which we'll touch on in a minute. Combat is more... I just read that. Fast traveling is disabled. If you wish to travel somewhere, you'll have to physically travel there.
Oh my god. Forget this.
Weighted ammo. Bullets and shells now have a small amount of weight, which varies by caliber. Heavier items such as fusion cores, rockets, and mini-nukes can really drag you down. Compass. Be sure to keep your eyes peeled as enemies will no longer appear on your compass. As well, the distance at which locations of interest will appear has significantly been shortened. Adrenaline. Survival automatically grants the adrenaline perk, which provides a bonus to your damage output. Unlike other perks, the only way to increase your rank of adrenaline is by getting kills, hostile or otherwise. The higher your adrenaline rank, the higher the damage bonus. Sleeping for more than an hour, however, will cause your adrenaline rank to lower. You can check your current adrenaline rank at any time in your perks section on the stat tab in your Pip-Boy. Wellness. They added a ton of stuff. I'm telling you, I might be halfway through the list right now. You'll find it difficult to survive without taking proper care of yourself. You must stay hydrated, fed, and rested to remain combat ready. Going for an extended period of time without food, water, and sleep will begin to adversely affect your health, hurting your special stats, adding to your fatigue, and lowering your immunity. So, sickness and fatigue are also new. They'll be lower.
So you can get sicknesses?
Mm-hmm.
But how?
I will get to that when I get to the sickness portion. And you'll eventually be dealing physical damage to yourself if you continue to keep unwell. Fatigue works as like a radiation but affects action points rather than your hit points. The more fatigue you've built up, the less AP you have for other actions. The amount of fatigue you've accumulated is displayed in red on your AP bar. Sickness. A comprised immune system and a few questionable decisions can end up getting you killed. Eating uncooked meat, drinking unpurified water, taking damage from disease-ridden sources such as ghouls and bugs, or using harmful chems all put your body at an increased risk for all ill effects. When you are afflicted with an illness, a message will appear on screen. You can view the specifics on how your current illness will affect you by navigating to the status section of your Pip-Boy's data tab and pressing the right shoulder on...
So, do you get really bad diarrhea and have to stay in the toilet?
You constantly have to find a bathroom.
Can't be farther than 5 feet from the toilet at any time.
Antibiotics now. They can be crafted at chem stations or purchased from doctors and heal various effects of sickness. The bed type now affects the bed you're sleeping in determines the length of time you are able to stay asleep. A sleeping bag will save your game and may help save your life when you're desperate, but it will never allow for a full night's rest. I just scrolled past it. Will never allow for a full night's rest and benefits that come with it. Crippled limbs will no longer auto-heal after combat and remain crippled until healed by a stim pack. Carry weight. Exceeding your carry weight reduces your endurance and agility stats and periodically damages your legs and health. Take care of your back.
Exceeding your carrying limit?
Yep. Companions will no longer automatically get up if downed during combat and will return home if abandoned without healed. Enemy and loot repopulation. Locations you've cleared will now repopulate enemies and loot at a significantly lower rate. Man. That's awful.
That does actually sound like it'd be fun, maybe.
It'd be one that you'd have to do, like, in moderation, though. Like, I can already see the saving thing causing a huge issue.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. It'd be fun up until you die and get sent back, like, so far. But then again, I sleep a lot in that game just to a little cheat to heal myself. So maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Every time I pass the bed and I'm not currently being attacked by an enemy, I'm just like, oh look, sleep.
Well, but now bed types have an effect. Like, you can't just, like, if it's a sleeping role, you're only going to be able to sleep for like an hour to save your game and, you know, save a little bit of health. But it's not going to, like, fully rest you anymore and get your health back and heal crippled limbs. Like, you have to, in order to heal body parts and crippled limbs now, you have to use stim packs. Like, there's no other way around it.
At least I can save the game.
At least I can save the game. God, that's hard. Like, I never played hardcore mode in New Vegas just because I tried it and I got tired of it, like, really quick.
I played hardcore mode in New Vegas all the time. It was fun.
Because the ammo took weight up in your inventory.
So?
I have, like, 4,500 rounds of 45 caliber ammo.
You don't even need that much.
I've got it in an automatic rifle.
Automatic rifle.
I have it in one of the combat rifles.
Laser rifle.
I have that too.
All you need to bring with you is like a couple hundred rounds of like a assault rifle ammo and a couple hundred rounds of handgun ammo, and you're good.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, I have a weapon for different things. Like, I have weapons that deal more damage to ghouls.
Maybe you should get multi-purpose weapons then if you're playing on survival.
Well,
just saying.
No.
You can't play survival like you play the other one. You can't just have a weapon for everything like I have in Fallout 4.
You're also not going to be able to fast travel either. That's pretty frustrating.
Well, then again, sometimes I wish there wasn't no fast traveling. That way you could see more of the map.
Yeah, but sometimes fast traveling is a lifesaver.
Yeah.
Like going places like, for instance, I have shops at Castle, but my main base of operations is Red Rocket Truck Stop. So that's literally on polar opposite sides of the map.
I probably wouldn't even worry about that part of the game if I was doing the survival difficulty.
Caps are going to make you money, shops are going to make you caps, and caps are going to buy you antibiotics in case you get sick.
Yeah, but I'm sure you can get enough money without shops to buy antibiotics.
I don't know. I do like how it's like, you know, you can acquire adrenaline by killing enemies or killing things, hostile or otherwise. So, like, if you wanted to go on a murder spree in Diamond City to boost your adrenaline.
If it was like Skyrim, just kill a whole bunch of chickens.
Just find a bunch of, like, mongrels and just start shooting them. You've gained adrenaline. No. What were you gonna say about Fallout 4? Like, before I made mention of that?
I was just gonna ask if you and Jesus had done any talking about Fallout 4 lately.
Lately, it usually comes up at some point during a podcast. But
I guess the what do you call it? The Creation Kit's supposed to be coming out soonish.
April. They're saying they're shooting for between the first and second DLC. For April, it's for April. I can't talk.
Oh yeah, because that was announced with the.
Well, it was sort of
announced.
announced.
I'm thinking of something else.
They mentioned the creation kit, but they didn't necessarily put a pin a date to it.
I think I'm thinking of the expansion for the building. Isn't there one for that? The crafting.
The Wasteland Workshop, the one that you're going to be able to like capture wasteland creatures and turn them loose.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
The first DLC set to release this month. God dang it! This month. Speaking of which, I did not mention a date. Today is March 1st, 2016, Tuesday.
No, it's not.
Don't listen to him. So the first DLC releases sometime this month. The next DLC releases sometime in April. The third DLC releases in May. Somewhere between the first and second DLC is when the PC is supposed to be getting the creation kit. This is coming from Todd Howard, too. And he said ideally the Xbox would be getting it next, and then the PlayStation. So when I read that, I interpreted that the consoles were going to be getting, because licensing. They're gonna the PlayStation's probably going to get it like 3 months after everybody else, just because Microsoft. But the way I'm interpreting that is like the PC's going to get the creation kit, and then so is the Xbox and PlayStation. Like, I don't know how that's going to work. That'd be really time consuming. I hope they've got some sort of like plan for that, because you know just as well as I do that looking for things in the creation kit takes time sometimes. Especially all the tabs of
it's gonna
things.
It's going to be actually on the console?
That's what it sounded like.
You can't. It's not going to be like you can put it on a flash drive and put it on the console?
Mm-mm. It sounded to me like the actual modding program was going to be available for the consoles.
I don't understand how you use it with the remote.
I don't either.
You have to buy one of those keyboards. And, I have no idea.
Speaking of remotes, as you can see, Nate, I had to get a new Xbox remote.
That white one?
Yeah.
That's ghetto.
My old one...
Mine's got lights on it. Yours is stupid. Is that an Xbox 360 remote?
That's a 1.
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh. Stupid.
My old one...
Mine's better.
Started like if you bumped it, it would turn itself on and off, like the cord.
Oh yeah, you messed up the cord.
Yeah, like right where the cord, that little like 3-inch section of cord coming out of the controller.
Mine. But that was because I'd grab it by the cord and slam it on the ground multiple times.
God dang it! I didn't do that. But like I'd be drag racing in GTA, and then I just hear "ba-da-doom," and I would just coast.
When we were playing the crew, remember I was having that problem.
Oh yeah.
It kept disconnecting, and I just kind of coast along straight.
Coast along the road.
Come back on, and I'd be driving again. That was awful.
So I worked at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and I went to Walmart.
I know, I've seen you.
Actually, I take that back. I ordered it.
I seen your van sitting outside.
Yeah, I've been saving gas on the Pontiac because the transmission is going bad, so it's taking like oodles more gas than it needs to. Yeah. I ordered a controller from Walmart at 9 a.m. And they're like, it will be ready for you to pick up at the Clarksville store by 10:30.
Why didn't you just go to Best Buy and buy one or something?
Because Walmart's on the way. I can get to Walmart really quick.
Why didn't you just go to Walmart and buy it? Why did you have to order it?
Just let me finish the story, damn it.
Things, I think.
No, because I don't want them to go out of stock. I don't want them to go out of stock.
It's a Walmart. Walmart never has anything
They actually
go out of
emailed
stock.
me later telling me they went out of stock.
No, I'm sure. Mm-hmm.
I've got the email. I will show you if you don't believe me. But
you'll never go out of stock. You don't know what you're talking about.
So 10:30 rolls around. They still haven't emailed me saying that my controller's ready. And then 2:15 rolls around, and I'm getting ready for work, and they still haven't emailed me telling my controller's ready. So I just drive up there, and when I get there, I find that one, the white one, sitting on the shelves. Like, there was 2 white ones on the shelf. That wasn't the one I got, by the way. I ordered a Xbox 360 remote, like one identical to that one. But
so, okay, wait. So you ordered a remote, went to the store, and bought the one on the shelf instead?
After I canceled my previous order.
Why did you have to order in the first place? You found one.
Because I didn't...
You said they were out of stock.
Just let me finish the damn story. So I buy this one at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I get home at 9 o'clock to play my games. I plug the new controller in, and it has 0 power.
What do you mean it has 0 power?
It doesn't come on. So I unplug it, and I plug it into the back of the computer. It doesn't come on. So I unplug it, and I switch it with my keyboard. And it doesn't come on, but the keyboard comes on. So I'm like, okay, it's none of my USB ports. The damn cord was bad. So I brought it back to Walmart at 9 o'clock at night.
Is it like an actual Xbox remote, or is it
yeah, it's an Xbox.
Brand?
It's an Xbox remote, I think. I don't know. It's
looks like an actual Xbox remote.
yeah, Xbox One Pro X.
How much was it?
$35.
Really? And it didn't work.
So I brought it back at 9 p.m. and said, look, I bought this earlier and the cord's bad. So they gave me another one. And I get it home and I plug it in, and the little light underneath the Xbox icon comes on, indicating that, hey, it's working. And then I look at the right analog stick and it's broke. Like, it was so broke, if you turned the controller, the analog stick would rotate, like, in the socket. So I had to drive back
That's hilarious.
and get another one. And finally, the third time was the charm because it worked.
Why? I don't know why you'd get a third one. It's gonna go out soon.
Just hoping. But the problem is the triggers on that are super sensitive.
The one that lit up. It was like, oh wait, it was actually a little more. It was about $55, but
The problem with that one is the triggers are super sensitive. Like,
that's a good thing.
Not when I'm used to that controller drag racing in GTA.
Well, I got for racing, but for
Like in GTA, when you
first-person shooters, that's a good thing.
Well, yeah, when you control your launch in GTA, like for those of you that drag race for fun in GTA, like Nate and I do, you use your e-brake and then you accelerate up until your engine's almost redlining, and then as soon as you get the signal to go, you let off the gas just enough to where you're moving, but you're not spinning tires. But that is so hard because you tap the controller on the trigger and you're going like 40 miles an hour. Like, it's super, super sensitive. I want to see if there's a way to adjust it. It's going to take
I don't think so.
a long time to get back into the swing of that. A very long time. But yeah, that was the whole deal with the controller crap going on in with my new controller. But I finally got it, and so far it's worked. And we were talking about Fallout 4. I have played Fallout 4 in 4K now on ultra graphics. I am a changed man. Let me see if I can find. While we were talking, I was talking about GTA. Nate, you might be interested in this. I don't condone shark card sales at all. I think they're way overpriced. And I don't know. You know Kiwano from. He's no longer Kiwano. He's Sea Pancake, but
Is he? Is that just recent?
he just changed it like yesterday.
Sea pancake.
Yeah, Sea Pancake.
Doesn't sound very tasty. Sounds a little soggy and a little salty as well.
I was talking to him, and one of the guys that joined our crew recently for car shows has like $80 million. I'm like, how the hell did you get $80 million?
You know how you got it.
No, and I'm sitting there talking
There's
to
two
him.
ways that you can get that money. You buy it, or you know some friends in high places that...
This is a different way of getting it, though.
Yeah.
This is what surprised me. It's... And I'm not gonna... It's not... It's
Is it a
weird.
glitch?
No. There's a person out there who, if you give him $6 and like via PayPal or gift cards or whatnot, he has a payment plan for it. You get $60 million.
What? What are you talking about? How does that work?
It's impromptu races, and he modifies the payouts for the impromptu races. And our good friend from the Car Meets crew said he gave him $6, and within 3 minutes he was $60 million richer.
Do you have to give him his account information?
Mm-mm. You just
Oh,
have to add him on
just
Skype.
An impromptu.
You add him on Skype, then you add him on Social Club, do the race, and you're done.
How do you give him the money?
PayPal.
What if you don't have PayPal?
Set one up.
What if you don't want to?
Do you want $60 million?
Can I stop? Can I stop by his house?
But like their lowest payment option, and this is what kills me. The lowest payment option is like $2.50, and you get $15 million. The catch is though that you cannot bank it. If you bank it, you're done. So, I'm keeping in close contact with those people. I'd be interested in knowing how well that works. They've made themselves an insurance plan though. Like they've got an empty garage that they're filling with T20s slowly, so that if they do get banned, they can just sell them off when they get unbanned. That's what Rockstar's money should be.
Rockstar's gonna start taking people's cars away if we do that. Why are they buying T20s still? Why don't they buy a lowrider?
Because T20s retail will still sell at like 1.3 million without putting any extra money into it. Like you just spend, actually probably more than that. You spend, I think they're 2.2 mil.
No, I didn't either.
And then you buy them for 2.2. You just throw them in a garage. You don't even modify them. And then if you get banned, you sell them all for.
What's that?
What's what?
The cans. Why are they
stacked? Just because it saves space. He's mesmerized, by the way, by the fact that I stack my cans to save space.
Honestly, I'm surprised that Coke hasn't fallen down yet. It looks like it's going to. If I poke it.
Let's not poke it.
I can't reach it.
Well, I can't reach it, so. Let's see if I can find any other gaming news. Forza Apex? Oh, what? I just read something that said Forza on PC.
No, you didn't.
Finding it right now.
It's probably just another. More people saying, "Oh, we want Forza on PC."
Shut up and let me be hopeful.
I want to know when the
Here we
next
go.
Diablo's coming out.
Here we go. Forza Apex paves the way for future Forza games on PC. What is Forza Apex?
I have no idea. Look it up.
Oh. Wait a minute. Found it. Forza Motorsport 6 Apex is a free, curated version of Forza Motorsport 6. While it isn't the full version of Turn 10's most recent Forza, at last week's Xbox Spring Showcase, I asked Turn 10... I love how ads just pop up and then shift the article, like, way up. I asked Turn 10's creative director, Dan Greenawalt, about Phil Spencer's statement that we don't think Forza 6 is what PC racing fans think is a racing franchise, and whether Apex's success could mean more Forza on PC. I don't know what Apex is. Google that while I'm looking at this.
Oh my gosh. I want to.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so it's used. It looks like they said it renders with like DirectX 12, which is, I don't know. I hope.
Apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently Diablo 3 was one of the top 3 best-selling PC games of all time. I'm not sure if that's true. That's just what this guy said. So you'd have to look that up because I'm not 100% sure if that's true. But
I've gone off a million. Freaking. So what? I don't know what. I've gone off on this 1,100 times, but I would love to have a Forza game on PC.
Free Forza Apex racing game for Windows 10.
What?
It doesn't sound like it's actually Forza. I think it's a ripoff.
Yeah, but it's built off the Forza engine. Like from what I was reading there, it's an adaptation sort of. As long as I can customize cars, I could not care less. That is why I want Forza so bad, is so that I can customize cars, like something fierce.
Set to debut this spring, Forza Apex is a free, curated experience of Forza Motorsport 6, the latest game by Microsoft's in-house developer Turn 10. They promise the game will be totally free. There may be microtransactions, but they won't necessarily be to experience the full scope of the game. There'll be no ads either.
No ads.
Slice of Forza optimized for Windows 10 and DirectX 12.
I think I have a DirectX 11, but...
Says you'll work through 12 stories of motorsport lore, which will include a race symbolizing the rivalry between Ferrari and Lamborghini. Nobody cares.
Huh.
20 track layouts, 60 cars.
60
This
cars
is just
isn't
at
bad.
launch. So they plan on adding more, it sounds like.
That's not a. That's yeah. I'm reading a comment here on an article similar to that. It's like it's a free expanded demo, but on PC. Like
So yeah, Forza's on PC basically. May not be
as good,
inclusive.
but yeah,
It's Forza.
it might
On
be.
PC and it's free.
Yeah, and that's why I think that's why that article
Hopefully it's
said
not
that it.
just supercars. Oh no, well.
Well, the image that I was looking at showed a GTO and a Boss
Yeah,
301.
that's what I just seen.
So-
that doesn't mean anything.
Well, it probably means that those cars are going to be included. I could not
Probably
imagine them
means
just doing
they took
supercars.
that picture out of Forza 6, not Forza 6 Apex.
I highly doubt they're just going to throw all the other cars out the window. I just want the customization. If you give me a game with just the customization that they have, I'll be happy.
Watch it not even have any customization.
Yeah, you just buy the stock car and race. It's just like, well, that's boring. That would make me so mad.
When's the next Grand Theft Auto update?
Yes. Actually, that was...
Yes? Okay. Good. It's going to be soon then.
They were talking... I read an article, actually, where they were talking about... There's a guy who's a big name in, like, the GTA community in terms of leaks and stuff. Like, usually when a leak happens, he knows it and he can give... And he posted, like, a series of numbers and then had 2 in brackets, and he's like, I've already leaked enough information with that post, but the numbers highlighted in brackets were 12 and 3. He's like, and I can tell you right now that the bracketed numbers are not a date, nor do they have anything to do with any sort of Liberty City thing, so those are out of the question. But he also said that the original list for like a Lowriders Part 2 DLC expansion thing, or it was like a Virgo, another faction, the Slam Van, the Sabre GT, all that stuff. He said that list is probably outdated, and if this DLC comes out the way he expects it to, there will be more cars that come with it that can go into Benny's.
No.
And if that is true, I'm going to lose money fast.
You know what I want? I want them to add a whole bunch of cars at the same time. That's going to be really expensive for me.
No. You know. Oh, look, Nate. Forza 6 Porsche expansion now confirmed. Out now. There you go. That's your favorite thing right there. Porsches.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just hope that, and if they do release any sort of other cars into GTA that can go into Benny's, I just hope against hope that they don't cost $500,000 just to use them in Benny's.
I want to see either motorcycles, not, well, I guess they'd probably do choppers too, but I mean like street bikes where you can change like kind of change the like the fairings and stuff and the fenders and the metal bars on it and stuff, make it kind of custom.
Yeah.
Do the choppers too. I wouldn't buy the chopper, but I know some people probably like that. I want to see motorcycles, and I'd also like to see off-roaders where you can lift vehicles up instead of just lowering them.
Yeah.
Put off-roading tires on them of your choice and stuff like that. That'd be cool.
So all of you freaking Need for Speed players that have the new Need for Speed game that aren't on PC, because I don't think PC has it yet. Oh wait, it is. It's available on PC now, I guess.
Sure.
I will have to be getting that soon, because the March 3rd DLC is a free content expansion, and it adds hot rods, drag racing, manual transmissions, and more.
What do you mean manual transmissions to what?
For consoles. Consoles didn't have manual transmission capabilities, but
What?
the
Need for
PC.
Speed?
Yeah,
They didn't have manual transmission in a racing game.
doesn't look like it.
That's bullcrap.
Drag racing events. There will now be 5 new drag events for you to take part in: neck to neck, the perfect shifts, drag the town, pedal to the metal, and speed tunnel. The Warehouse. Your garage will receive an upgrade that will allow you to store an additional 5 cars, perfect for those eyeing up a new ride, and no excuse now not to take a hot rod for a fun-filled spin around Ventura Bay. Oh my god. And the hot rods look kick-ass. Wish I had that game. I wish I had money to buy that game. But it is a free DLC too, so you guys don't have to pay anything for it if you do own the game already. And I'm sure if you own the game after the DLC comes out, it'll just be waiting for you. I don't think it's gonna, you know. Did you get the season pass for Fallout 4, Nate?
No.
Are you gonna?
I don't know.
It's too late.
Well,
Yeah, the price went up to $50
I ain't getting it.
today. I didn't want to view this article. I've already read this article. There are so many games I want to play right now. And I envy the people that can bounce back and forth between games, like, easy, because I cannot do that.
I want a new game, but there's nothing out right now. Like, I like it when they, games like for instance, Diablo came out, and it was me and John and Derek were playing that all the time, and we get tired of that, and we go, and then, I start playing, Grand Theft Auto a whole bunch, and I like to go back and forth between games I can really sink some time into. And then after a while, you start, it just starts slowing down.
I'm gonna be considered people are gonna strike me down for treason for saying this. I don't know. I've really looked into The Division. Apparently, it is a huge game coming out, like big release. They had an open beta recently and stuff like that, but based on what I've seen so far, I might actually be getting The Division, because it's also a cooperative multiplayer game too, so you can still work with.
Like it's not going to be as great as everybody's thinking.
I don't know, from what I've heard with the open beta people that have played
everybody's getting their expectations way high up, and it's not going to meet it.
Well, considering that there've been 2 betas right now, and I've seen people sink 60 hours in the beta alone.
Is it? I don't know.
Is it what? I don't know. It looks like it's gonna be good.
I'll probably get it after it's been out for a while, and I can read some reviews and stuff. See what people think.
Oh, for crying out loud! The Minecraft finally updated to 1.9. Finally.
I know. That Mad Max game I got was pretty darn good. The only problem I had with that game was the combat was so difficult because you don't use weapons. I mean, you have a shotgun, but you only get like 1 shotgun shell every 10 hours of gameplay. You'll find one. I don't even know really how you get them. I guess you just get them randomly by killing people. But the game was pretty cool. The card customization was okay.
So for Titanfall lovers, apparently Titanfall 2 ads have appeared at GameStop. However, it's still not been announced. That's weird. Also, for people that still play Fallout Shelter, apparently it's getting the biggest update ever.
Whoa. What, they're even bigger than the Animals update?
Have you played that Animals update? I haven't.
No, I was going to, and they started updating, and I said I ain't got time for that.
Well, freaking all the updates are like half a gig.
Yeah, no, that's why I say
it's getting to the point where I keep deleting apps on my phone, and Fallout Shelter is the only one left. You don't have enough memory on your phone, but I can't delete anything else. Crafting, barbershops, more pets are just some of the new features.
Wait, what? Barbershops?
Yeah.
What? Seriously? What for?
Change your NPC or your dweller's hair. Honestly, I can appreciate that. There's some dwellers that have stupid hair that really bother me. Well, because like you have dwellers,
diversity,
and like 9 times out of 10 they come to my vault and bald, and I.
Oh my! If you're gonna be living in my vault, you ain't gonna be having no afro. Forget that. You can shave that afro, and you can get out.
New rooms. Build the new weapon and armor crafting rooms and use them to create your own items in game. Lunchboxes now contain a bonus 5th card, Junk. Take the Overseer role to the next level. Build the new barbershop and customize the look of any dweller. Find new outfits and weapons straight out of the Fallout 4 game in lunchboxes or craft them yourself. Because four-legged companions bring overwhelming happiness, we've added new dogs, cats, and are introducing parrots.
What?
Plus pet bonuses. Time of day is now properly reflected because authentic Vault-Tec simulation is our #1 goal. I might have to dig out. I might have to blow the dust off of Fallout Shelter
I'm so
and delete
tired.
48 apps on my phone.
I got up at 3:50 this morning. I just laid there. I was like, I do not want to get up. I laid in bed until freaking 4:30, and then I went 100 miles an hour down the interstate.
I wish I could have done that the other night. I swear to God, I went down. We have a highway, and
Of course, I say that, but I'm just kidding. I actually only went the speed limit.
yeah, well, the highway outside of our house, like our neighborhood, you either get the people that floor it or the people that go super slow. In the past 5 shifts I've worked at work, on my way home that night, and I kid you not, last night I came home going 38 miles an hour down Highway 60.
And
38 miles an hour in a 55.
It literally only happens to me when I need to be somewhere fast.
It only happens to me when I want to be home.
It's like whenever I'm running a little bit late for work, and I'll pull out into a highway, and I see the handicap license plate, and I'm like, oh, come on.
Well, these people didn't know the handicap license plate. And they were in like a 98 Accord. And I'm like, if my 1966 Pontiac with 300,000 miles on the engine and transmission and a 6-cylinder can go 55 or 60 miles an hour, your 1998 Honda Accord with 100,000 miles can go 60 miles an hour. Easy. Doesn't take a supercar. I hate those people. If you're one of those people that goes super slow down the highway, I hope one day that you get pulled over for going super slow down the highway. Anyways, back to games.
Supposedly you can get pulled over for going really slow, but I haven't seen it.
Neither have I.
I'm going to become a cop and do that. Why'd you pull me over? I was going the speed limit. No, you weren't. You were going way under the speed limit.
So, I don't know where the hell you saw that Minecraft updated the other day. Like,
Who?
you messaged me and said that they added shipwrecks to the Nether.
They did.
That was before this update.
What was before? What update?
1.9. 1.9 just came out today. Or yesterday, like last night. So I don't know what you were talking about, but I saw nothing about it. Anyways, unless you were reading like patch notes that were going to be coming out.
No, I was watching a YouTube video.
Maybe it was a snapshot. You were probably watching content from a snapshot.
Probably.
That was where, yeah. Okay, so, finally, for all of you PC players that thought Minecraft on PC was dead, I still think it is, the 1.9 combat update has finally been released. Finally. Mojang has been owned by Microsoft for like a year and a half now. And we finally got an update. Thank God.
Yeah, it was the update that added the new, the dual wielding and stuff that added the ships in another.
Yeah.
So.
Added shields. Attacking now has a cooldown delay, making it more important to time your attacks. You can now hold items in both hands. Swords have a special sweep attack. Axes have a special crushing blow attack. Added the Elytra, new mob, the Shulker. Expanded the end. Added chorus plants, pulper blocks, new end rod block. Added dragon head block. Ender dragon can be resummoned. Added beetroot and beetroot soup. Added grass path block. Added igloos. Added armor protection. Values have been lowered. Tipped arrows, spectral arrows, frostwalker enchantment, and a frosted ice block. Whole bunch of new sound effects. Sound effect subtitles. Oh man. I'm just going to turn the subtitles off so that I can see, like, moo pop up when cows walk past me.
The new blocks they added for building are super ugly. The purple stuff.
Yeah.
Yucky.
The brewing stand now requires blaze powder to activate. Added skeleton riders. I thought those already existed.
They did exist. I think they took it out, and I guess they're bringing it back.
Oh, look. They removed Herobrine.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
To all of you jackasses that actually believe he's in the game.
He is. He's
not.
behind John's house. In the tree.
I put him there.
Sure you did. You just don't want to admit it.
No, I put him there. I
Uh-huh,
spawned
yep.
it. Whatever. I'm not gonna get into this argument.
But he is there.
He
Even if you did put him there.
he is like Bigfoot. He doesn't exist.
He does in the crew.
So do unicorns in the crew. Does that mean this world is filled with fantasy creatures?
It sure as heck does.
Like giraffes? I don't know. I haven't played. That means we're going to have to go. We're going to have to resume our survival in Minecraft at some point. The only problem is if we do that, we're going to lose our shipwrecks mod. And our mini-map.
Oh, did the shipwrecks mod work?
Yeah, it worked.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
In a survival server. It didn't work on our
We were
adventure
getting,
maps.
We were trying to get those helmets and stuff.
Yeah, with emeralds and shit. And slime. That was what it was. We couldn't find slimes.
Oh, I should have brought my Bluetooth speaker.
No.
Thing's awesome.
Powering on.
I was gonna get one of those stupid, one of those. I don't know. You've probably seen those. The Bluetooth speaker looks like a pill.
Oh, God.
I was looking at that because I was just wanting to find one that had really good audio quality and that was relatively cheap.
Yeah, you're not going to get a cheap Beats anything.
And it was $200 something, and I was like, well, I don't know if I'm really willing to spend that much on it. And I had a cheap one, of course, but the cheap one wasn't. The sound quality wasn't as good.
How do you know that?
Because you can listen to them at the store. So I
You're
I was
paying
like,
for
yeah,
a
I'm not
name.
going to spend any money on that. And I'm walking around the store and I see this other Bluetooth speaker. It's weatherproof, waterproof, drop-proof, and I guess that's it.
And it's perfect for you.
It's everything proof.
Life-proof.
And it was the audio quality is really good.
Product
It's
plug.
really loud, and it was only about that big. And it's everything proof, and it was cheaper than the pill.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, shoot, I want to buy that.
You are paying for a name when you buy
Yes,
Beats.
Yeah, I see that now.
And Skull Candy.
No, Skull Candy is really good.
No.
You take that back. I freaking love their earbuds.
I can...
They don't last very long, but I'll buy the crap out of them.
Oh, you're going to spend like $80 on Skull Candies every 3 months.
Yes. No, they last at least 3 months. Probably that's about $10 every 3 months.
$10 every... Nah.
$10 isn't that expensive for...
I can easily go buy a cheapo set of earbuds that will last me
They won't
years.
sound as good.
They will...
And they won't drown out the sound as well.
I will
I like
not
the ones
notice.
that like go in your ear, like earplugs.
Yeah, so that they kill your eardrums.
I don't care what you say.
I'm a musician, trust me. I want my eardrums to last as long as they can. Now, we talked about that too a while back, how you're paying for names when it comes to
You're paying for
headsets
name
and
when it
stuff
comes
like
to
that.
almost anything.
Well, I mean, Turtle Beach, that's another thing. I'm
I'll tell you-
surprised at how much I paid for that Turtle Beach. The Turtle Beach headset that I have, I got for $60.
I'll tell you right now, these redhead jeans I'm wearing, you're not paying for a name brand. These things are freaking awesome. Because I used to get those stupid Old Navy pants, and they always get holes in these, and holes everywhere, like holes in the crotch, holes in the butt.
I can't fit in any other jeans other than Levi's.
So these redhead pants are really thick though, so I like them. I'm gonna
Be
have to
glad
buy
you've
some
got a pair of jeans that you can fit in.
more. I should have bought a couple of more while I was working there.
You should have bought one of these while you was working there.
Yeah.
I had ice in
My
this
drinks don't
cup.
last long enough to need it.
I had ice in this cup from 2:30 yesterday to 2:30 this morning.
Sure you did.
From the gas station.
Sure you did. Did you fill it up at the gas station?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you do that.
Yep, 74 cents. Counts as a refill.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You got something kind of deal with the...
No, they
Gas
just Speedway. Most gas stations like have a
Well, how
refill.
much is it if you don't get the refill? Isn't it like $1?
$1.06 or
I
$1.07.
guess it's- Yeah, that's reasonable.
Essentially, what they're doing is they're subtracting the cost of like the styrofoam cup. I mean, that's all you're doing. You're just paying for the drink. So they've
My neck hurts.
whoop-de-doo.
Everything hurts.
So, Nate here seems to think we're going to try to go back to video games within the next 15 minutes of the podcast because we get pushed way off topic. But Nate here seems to think you can't tell a difference between 4K and 1080p.
Well, some people might, but I can't.
I will show you before you leave, and I actually have to go somewhere some point after the podcast. But I will show you before you go. You can clearly tell a difference. It is so much more crisp and vivid when you're playing in 4K.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially in Assassin's Creed Unity.
It's probably just HDTV, and then they change the colors to make the colors stick out more.
No.
And everybody's like, oh, look at this, looks so much better.
No. Mm-mm.
Yep.
Like, I'll show you in GTA, if I can get into GTA without getting 700 invites, like, the colors just look better. The cars are shinier. But I noticed it the most in, like, Assassin's Creed, like, especially in Unity. It's like, granted, in Unity, I take a pretty big frame hit, because Unity's huge.
And you want to see if 4K, if we need to compare it to, you need to get a TV the same size that's just regular 1080p HD, and then have them both playing. See 4K and regular HD.
Do you want to buy the TV?
There won't be a difference.
There will be a difference.
Mm-mm.
There will be a very vivid
I
difference.
don't think
There will be. You're dumb.
so. You're dumb.
4K, there's a reason that 4K, like, you're literally multiplying the pixel count by 2. At least.
Speaking of which, I have a dead pixel on my TV.
Haha.
Yeah.
That's what you get for saying there's no difference between 4K and HD. Karma's a bitch.
I need to get a new computer.
Good luck with that. If you buy me a new one, you can have mine.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Just make sure the new one's better than mine. See, that's why I like mine. I can just upgrade mine. Like, when the time comes, I can just gut it and put it all back together with new stuff. So far, though, I haven't found a game that it won't run playably yet. Like, even GTA at 4K. Granted, I'm only playing on high definition or high graphics, but, like, it's weird. Like, it runs it pretty decently. However, lately it has been making a really annoying, like, buzzing noise. Somebody told me it was my hard drive, and I asked if I should worry about it, and they said probably not, but I don't know. It's still covered by warranty. It's got, like, 2 years on it, so I'm not. I'll just send it back to Seagate and be like, hey, recover all my data. But PC gaming's probably going to get cheaper as time goes on because of how popular it's becoming.
Really? You're gonna say that?
I am going to say that. Have you seen PC gaming, like,
PC is already the cheapest form of gaming.
in terms of console and system building?
What's cheaper?
What?
Well, I mean, yeah, the computer itself's super expensive, but the games are like super cheap.
Well, yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the systems themselves. The games, yeah, I'm not. The games are
I thought
like,
you were talking about like gaming, like games and stuff.
No.
I know you're talking about the actual computer.
No, I think hardware and system equipment for your computers is going to start to get cheap.
It's always gonna get cheaper. That's what it does. The
Well,
old
yeah,
stuff
but
gets cheaper, but
the
the
new
new
stuff's
stuff
gonna
to play the new games is gonna stay about the same.
Well, it's going to drop over time just because of how many people are playing PCs now. PC is beginning to get a huge following, like
Is it?
bigger than. Oh my God! For the love of Christ, stop texting me. For some reason, my mother's at Subway. Does she? Okay, she's like, I'm at Subway. I'm going to Subway. Actually, it started with, I'm going to Subway. I'm at Subway and ordering now. I don't know if she's asking if I want food
I
or.
think that's what she's asking. Otherwise, that'd be completely pointless.
Like, it's just like, and it's like every 5 minutes or less. It's just like, I'm on my way to Subway. I'm at Subway. I'm ordering now.
I'm leaving Subway. I'm on the way home.
Um,
Turning onto our road. I'm outside.
But no, like
I'm
I
at
think
the door.
with the popularity of PC gaming, like I was reading a statistic, like PC gaming is projected sales wise to pass console gaming within the next year and a half.
If it was just a little bit more expensive than consoles, everybody would have one.
What?
Like right now, really good gaming computer is like twice the price of a console.
Oh well, yeah.
If it was just like $100 more than a console, everybody would have a PC.
Yeah.
That plays games and isn't
But I think
like if you're just buying a console to play 5 hours of games a week, that'd be good. But in that case, you don't want a computer. But
yeah. It's
or if you're like me and play 10 hours of Sid Meier's Civilization every day.
Dude, I kid you not. I went to bed one night and you were playing, and it was like I got home and you were on at like 9:00, and I went to bed at like 3:30 and you were still on, and then I woke up at 3 the next day and you were still on. I'm like, oh my god, is he still on?
That game is so good. Oh, I love it so much. I just
Like,
get going and I can't stop.
That's what Jared always says. He's like, it's a terrible game because like you start playing it and the sun comes up and then goes back down and then comes back up.
It's the best strategy game I've ever played.
I can't get into it. Of course, I'm not a big strategy game player.
You might like that game. Just give it a try. You might like it.
I'm ordering food at the moment. How do you spell mozzarella?
I suggest you play an hour or two of it. But then again, it'll probably take you at least an hour to get the hang of it, to understand it. So you probably wouldn't enjoy it in that stage of the game.
And then lettuce, chipotle.
Ew! Lettuce.
And ranch.
I can't stand lettuce. I can't
Subway
stand
lettuce?
anything green.
Come on, Subway lettuce.
No, I can't. I just can't. It doesn't. It's like eating paper.
No, eating paper is like eating paper.
Eating lettuce is like eating. It just doesn't have any flavor. It's just nasty, and
It has a little bit of flavor.
the texture is nasty.
I love how
don't
we
like
get off
anything
of
about it.
if we just start talking about random shit. Whenever it's me and Tyler, like we'll go on for hours about talking about games, and we always run out of time. When it's me and you, we just go out and talk about like, well, this guy's going too slow, and then oh man, lettuce tastes like shit, and it's just like it's never. It's hysterical. I love the differences in the host. It's funny, especially now that I've seen it back to back. But
have I told you about the? I'm sure you probably know about this. The secret menus at fast food restaurants.
no.
We need to go to some fast food restaurant and try ordering off of it. Apparently, in some places you can do that, and some places they don't know about
Did you know in some states McDonald's sells alcoholic beverages?
Did they really?
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad idea. Some of the people I see in there, they don't need no alcohol.
Oh man, I was.
That stupid McDonald's there in Clarksville next to where you work. When I was working over at Gotta Go, I would stop in there.
Gotta go.
I would eat there, and then go back to work. And the people in there are weird. The people are so weird. I don't know what it is.
I try not to acknowledge the people in that restaurant.
Well, that's for the best. And, like, random guys will just come up and like sit down and talk to you while you're trying to eat, and you're like, dude, I'm on my 30-minute break. I don't have very much time to be sitting here talking to you and eat.
I don't eat when I'm there. I get my food and go. Oh my god, I swear if my phone buzzes one more time, now she's telling me my food is toasting. I don't need to know this. I've placed my order. You don't have to be like the Domino's app and buzz me every time something changes with my order.
I don't think the Domino's app actually follows what they do. I think it's just set on a time. They kind of estimate how long it takes for the pizza and stuff to cook, and then the delivery time isn't actually the delivery time. That's just when the pizza. That just means the pizza's done, and they're gonna send it whenever they get around to it.
I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, like I get my shit and go when I get into fast food restaurants because some of the people there are just weird.
I leave my shit in the bathroom.
Like, unless I'm with a group of friends, like if it's me and a big group of friends, we'll just hog one corner of the restaurant and make it look like we're not accepting visitors.
Yep.
And you know that works just fine. But yeah, dude, we're talking about fast food. Gotta love. Oh my god! Out of the toaster. I was what I was expecting.
Oh man, that's funny.
I have to be in Clarksville, like, soon, apparently, and I'm still waiting on food. I don't know. Ugh.
What are you going to Clarksville for?
I'm going to a basketball game. My dad wants to meet at Clarksville.
Your basketball game.
But I've got food on the way.
Take it to eat it in your car.
I don't eat when I drive. Unless I'm driving in GTA, and then I eat. Apparently, so does your character in GTA. Has anybody noticed that? Like, in every car you own in GTA, there's food or a drink in the cup holder.
It really drives me insane.
Leaving now.
Like
Continue.
with my Jeep, in real life, I can't leave garbage in there. I can't, like, if I have a drink in there, like, sometimes I'll get home from work and I'll get all my stuff and I'll go and I'll shut the door of my Jeep and go walk inside and sit down and be like, I left my cup in there. And I'll get up and walk downstairs and take it out of my Jeep and throw it away.
I can't leave my cup in there.
I don't like having...
Of course, my car doesn't lock, and this is an expensive cup, and I know, like, they're in a high demand. I don't want it to get stolen. And I work in Clarksville, which is pretty high crime rate. Oh my god. This is the most talking
Checking
I've done
out
with
now.
people on... No, she already told me leaving, so she shouldn't be texting now.
On the way.
Yeah,
On
but...
the highway.
Yeah, like,
Turning.
I can't leave mine in there because it might get stolen. Like, even when I'm going
will
into
get stolen.
a building that I'm not going to be messing with the cup, even if it's empty, I'll still take it in with me just because I don't want it to get stolen. Because they're so expensive and they're in such high demand. But yeah, we managed to cover a lot of topics today. GTA, Fallout, controllers.
Oh, I still want to try The Witcher.
Witcher 3?
Yeah.
I have it.
Do you?
I have the whole series, Witcher 1, 2, and 3.
Have you played it?
Mm-mm.
What do
You can
have
try
for?
it.
Yeah, for
Because
PC?
Yeah, I got
Oh,
all...
okay.
Why?
I really want to try it. My computer probably can run it, but if I'm going to get it, I'll probably get it on console so I can see it in good quality.
You can probably... I don't think it's as high on PC as you think it is.
I think it is. I'm seeing the graphics and stuff on it.
Well, then use my PC to play it
No.
and try
I
it.
got
But
an
yeah,
Xbox, but I don't use very often unless I want to play Forza. So
but the thing is, you have to buy the game on console to do that.
I don't care.
You can try it for free on mine
No.
because I have it on my Steam account. Apparently, Colin can no longer get into my Steam account, so he wants me to share all my games with him.
What's Colin been doing? Does he?
I have
where
no
does he
idea.
work at?
I don't know. No idea.
Oh wait a minute! No, he had an interview with GameStop. That's right.
I've heard working there is a bitch. I heard those people are assholes.
So, who cares?
I would, I'm happy with where I'm at right now until I can get an actual warehouse position where I make $13 an hour, like at Menards. But they're not hiring anymore.
Sucks to be you.
I can
Go
get
to Amazon. They pay well, or UPS.
I can get but UPS you gotta go. You have to go across the fucking bridge, and I hate that
all the good
bridge.
jobs are across the bridge. It seems like.
I don't think Amazon is.
No, it's not.
See, I can get more money
Well, you
though.
get crappy shifts.
I can. We got a minute left. I can make more money because I'm certified on a forklift, and usually businesses will pay like $1 more or $2 more an hour for forklift certification, so that helps me. So, I'm gonna.
I've driven 6 different forklifts, a stock picker, and a backhoe, a dump truck.
But you're not certified.
Well, I'm not certified in any of them.
You missed the course. You weren't there for that course. So we've got 27 seconds left. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. Thanks for listening to this insane, chaotic, off the wall, literally every topic was minimalizing in video games. But we were here, and that's all that matters. Like, it didn't get canceled, and that's what matters. I was going to cancel it, but smoked cheese and Coca-Cola was good enough to get Nate to come. So thanks for listening to the LAN Party, and I will see you guys next week.
See you.